Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are SuprAash.
Today we are in one of the Balkan countries, Slovenia, and we are now exploring Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia.
You can take a flight to Ljubljana or you can drive to this place.
One thing to keep in mind, if you do drive in Slovenia, you need a vignette on most of the highways. You can now get a digital vignette, and a digital vignette for 10 days costs 16 euros.
If you would like, you can also combine this trip along with Croatia since it's very close to Croatia.
And now let's have a look at Ljubljana.
The first stop that we are going to visit is the triple bridge. You can see already two bridges here and there is the third bridge on the other side. We will go and show it to you there. This famous triple bridge belongs among the Plečnik's most famous work. Plečnik is the world-renowned architect who designed the image of Ljubljana.
So this is the triple bridge. You see one bridge over here, and then if you just walk a little bit further, you see the second bridge. This is much wider, and right next to that bridge we have the third one, and that's why it's known as the triple bridge. So it's showing us the third bridge. Are we gonna walk across the bridge, Sup?
I can walk on the first, you can walk on the third bridge.
Can do that. Here you see Sup walking on one of the bridges and I'm on the second one.
Right now we are standing on the central bridge of the triple bridges.
This central bridge has been in existence already from the 18th century, and the two side bridges, they were constructed in the 19th century for pedestrians.
And that's why you see three bridges, and that's where the name also comes from, triple bridge. It also has a name in Slovenian which we will put in the caption because all these names are very difficult to pronounce.
This castle, which you can see from the streets of Ljubljana. You have a nice viewpoint where people can take a photograph. It's right over the river, so you get a good viewpoint of the city and the castle in the background.
It's evening time and we can see the place is quite crowded and lively. A lot of people around here at cafes and restaurants. Really looks like a very happening place.
This is one of the traditional squares that you see in most European cities. It's called Preseren Square.
Usually on the square we see a statue of a military or a political hero, but here the statue is of the poet, and that makes it very unique of this square in Ljubljana.
There's something really unique in Ljubljana. Ljubljana's own weather.
Ljubljana gets pretty hot during summer, and to beat that heat, you can see here there are waters being sprinkling here at this particular location.
The rest of the square is dry, and it's only the central location which is wet.
Right now we're standing in a cafe which is on a skyscraper.
The name of the skyscraper is Negotiable.
This skyscraper is famous to get a panoramic view of Ljubljana, and it is usually recommended to come during the sunset. So that's why we are here enjoying the view and enjoying the sunset.
These are the views of Ljubljana from the cafe. See how beautiful it looks during sunset time, the golden hour.
After spending some time yesterday evening in Ljubljana, we went for dinner and we finished the day. Today we are again starting to explore Ljubljana.
We are now going towards Ljubljana Castle, and we are walking there. They don't have direct entrance or direct access to the castle by car, so you need to park your car about 300 meters away and then walk up.
There are several ways to reach Ljubljana Castle. One is, of course, you can drive, but then you have to park your car as we did and then walk over to the castle. But then there are different walking paths as well at different places. You can check their official website where all those walking paths are listed. But if you don't prefer walking, you can also use a funicular to reach the castle, and that information is listed as well in that website. Here we have all the ticket information. First one, you can see the castle ticket. where the museum, viewing tower and the virtual castle will be covered. It's 12 euros for an adult, and then you also have castle experience. If you take that includes the castle ticket and the escape castle. So you can also have an escape game played inside this, and that will cost 16 euro for an adult. So there are two options which you can choose, and you can decide. We can also see the cost for the funicular. Return ticket for an adult is 6 euro, and one way is 3 euro 30 cents.
Here you see a map of the castle with all the various viewpoints and the tourist attraction points. And here we see the funicular coming up from the city center. You see that it's not too far from the city center, so you can either choose the funicular or you can walk up or you can drive here as we did. So we decided not to go inside the castle as we do not have sufficient time and we did not plan well for this castle. But since we enjoy views more than the interior of a castle, we're just walking around the castle and soaking in some views.
And you can see the view behind us of Ljubljana. So it's already great. We could come to the courtyard of the castle and get this view. And if you're also someone like us, then this is a perfect location to get this view without visiting the castle or spending some money on it.
They also have benches to sit around here and enjoy the view. They also have a cafe right in front of us, so you can come have a drink or just soak in the view.
Now we are again heading back to the parking lot because it's super hot. It's really we are not exaggerating, but it's really burning our skin. It's so hot.
And you're just pouring out sweat. It's dripping down like you open the tap.
And the reason is there are a lot of heat waves going on in Europe, and also this country is affected with that, and that's why every day there's a scorching heat, and to walk around in the scorching heat, it's terrible. It's not easy.
We have now come to a park over here. It's a very famous park called Tivoli Park.
It's quite huge, and also the landscapes here keeps changing. So first it's a park, and if you keep walking, it turns around a forest-like.
They also have a swimming pool and some other activities inside the park itself, some famous villas.
That makes it very interesting park. Have you heard about, by the way, a name Tivoli Park? There's a famous Tivoli Park in Denmark as well, but it is not at all like this.
Yeah, that's more like an amusement park.
Yes, it is a lot of lights and everything.
If you want to see some pictures of it, head to our Instagram page and you can see some pictures over there.
And unfortunately, we don't have a YouTube video on it.
There is also a small cafe inside the park where you can have a drink, have some ice creams. At least we've not seen anything to eat as yet. We do have some ice creams, and I think for this heat, that's more enjoyable than actual hot food. They also have tennis courts in here, so if you want to play tennis while you're here, you know where to head to.
Right behind us is a national museum depicting the history of Slovenia. So if you want, you can also visit this museum as well inside the park. And we can say you need to have good 1 to 2 hours to visit this park because it is very huge. But unfortunately, because we are running out of time, we are going to just see some places, and that's it.
So just behind the park, we found a place where you do get some food. So if you want to eat something, you can come here and eat as well. They have some burgers, salads, and some other stuff, hot dogs as well. They also have a mini golf course inside, so while you're eating or waiting for your food, you can play some mini golf. After spending some time in Tivoli Park, we are now here in the center of Ljubljana again to cover some points which we missed doing yesterday. We've finished our lunch and now we're going to show you those last few points, and then we're going to end our video over here. Here you see the lock bridge of Slovenia. You see this across a lot of cities in Europe where people lock in their love and throw the key into the river.
If you like, you can also take a boat tour on this river. It will cost around 14 euros for an adult. Right now, we are at the famous Dragon Bridge. It is said that if you don't have any picture with the dragons, then you have not really visited Ljubljana.
How many of you knew this? Do let us know in the comments down below. So the Dragon Bridge is just a few meters away from the Triple Bridge, which we saw the previous evening. And there are 4 dragons on each corner of the bridge. So the boat ride which we mentioned earlier would look something like this along the river.
With this, we would like to end our video on Ljubljana.
How did you like Ljubljana? Did you find it as beautiful as we did? Do let us know in the comments down below.
But before ending this video, let's talk about the budget.
So for the stay, we spent about 100 euros for a couple per night.
And for the food, it will be around 80 euros for a couple.
The parking around Ljubljana was approximately between 2 and 3 euros per hour. So spent maybe 12 euros on that.
So the budget comes around 190 euros for a couple in Ljubljana. But there will be additional cost if you plan to take a boat tour or the castle or a funicular. So we have already mentioned those costs to you, so you can calculate accordingly.
And also please note that we have not included the fuel expenses, as this can vary. So please take that into account as well when planning your budget for Ljubljana.
Also, don't forget to let us know if this budget is something interesting for you or not.
And stay tuned to watch some mesmerizing views of Lake Bohinj in our upcoming video.
And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share
Because sharing is caring.
and subscribe to our channel if you already haven't done so.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.